I'm gonna go ahead and budget my first paycheck for the month of October. I used the last paycheck of September to fund most of October plus the buffer that I had in a category. So with that being said, it is 4:35 a.m. and I'm awake. So it's 4:35 a.m. I have to leave early on a Saturday. I have to leave early to go to my parents' house to help out with some things. And usually I always wake up at like 3:30, 2:30, and I go back to sleep. But sometimes I look at my screen or I have too much going on in my head and I just no, no. I have too much going on in my head and I just wake up for the day. And today is one of those days, so I figured I should just budget what I have for my paycheck. I know what I'm getting. I already got it deposited. I haven't even set it up yet. Anyway, very, very busy at work, very, very, very busy with personal life. And go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I post over there almost on a daily. So I like to keep my deductions from my paycheck on budget because it's really cool when you go to reports. I like to see, like here it says payroll deductions, and then I can see the state taxes, federal taxes, everything that gets taken out, my union fees. It's kind of high right there for only getting a few percentages. Anyway, I'm grateful for that raise that we're getting next paycheck, but it definitely did not keep up with inflation. And it kind of motivates me to keep contributing into my pre-tax retirement because I was at 28% contributions for most of the year, and then I was a little wary of going over the limit because if I go over the limit, then they take away my match. It's kind of funny with a 457B. Anyway, I want that free money, and in all honesty, if I get taxed a little more, it doesn't matter because I just use that to either I just use the extra that would have gone into my 457B minus the taxes, and I place it into my brokerage or I would place it into a Roth. But I like not getting taxed so much. I do believe that once I retire, I'll be in a lower tax bracket, but then you never know, they might raise tax. Anyway, so I like watching this also because in the grand scheme of things, I see that everybody goes after California because we have high income taxes, but really where the taxes are is in the federal tax, you see. So in all honesty, so far 1,150 for state tax, to me it doesn't seem that bad when it's contributing to roads, libraries, all that jazz. Fed tax is where it's at. So if I was really to move to a different state, my taxes in the grand scheme of things, it's not too bad. And I have plugged in my salary into a different states. It calculates your income after taxes for different states, and that's pretty much what I've seen. Is like the difference is not too bad. And also, one other thing, when accounting for property taxes, my cousin was telling me how it was better to move to Texas because of no income tax, la la la. But one of my coworkers let me know that in Texas, the property taxes are actually pretty high. So when it comes to taxes, going up to upper middle class, you get taxed more in Texas than you do in California because you still got that nice federal tax, and then property taxes are really high, so it kind of all evens out. But going up to the upper middle class, a person in Texas who has a home, who has to pay property taxes, is actually paid or taxed more than someone here living in California, and it doesn't really matter until you get higher up in the income brackets. So there's that. Going back to my budget, I always talk a lot in the intros. I'll go ahead and put timestamps down below to skip this whole thing. With that being said, that's why I like having my deductions on budget so that I can see it on reports very easily. So I'm going to put reset. I always have trouble because underfunded funds it too much. Assign, no, average assign, reset available, reset assigned amounts. Okay, so that's that. And then we're also going to fund payroll deductions. So with that being said, I'm left with $1,895.13. And apparently I overspent a category. I'll take a look at that later because I need to review it. I could always move money around. One thing I did want to fund was my phone. So when I went to Mexico, I actually added an international plan so my internet wouldn't be so slow like it usually is. Actually, I'm going to do $55. So it's an extra $50 for faster, more reliable internet while being out of the country. Now, if I wouldn't have bought that plan, I would have still been able to use the internet, but I just wanted to be safe. And I didn't use up that much of it anyway. So I don't think I'll buy that package again in the future. Another thing that I wanted to add, I forgot to budget for my medical and dental. See how it's zero there? I can't believe I forgot. Plus, I have a freaking progress bar that's yellow and I didn't even notice it. So I noticed it the other day. I'm like, I didn't fund medical and dental for this month. And I think that's it. So everything else is green. Any yellow bars? No. Okay, so that's that. The rest is going to go to a future month, which is November. I'm going to budget out half of my rent. $25.5 divided by 2. And then I'm going to fully fund all the other bills that I have for this month. And that's pretty much going to be it. So usually for utilities, I save up $25 for each category. Internet's $18, well, $17.99 with Spectrum. My renter's insurance is $8. Moving fund is kind of like a sinking fund, so I'm going to leave that alone for now. Groceries is an essential item, so let's budget that out, even though it's not a set bill. Eating out is not essential, so I'm going to leave that blank. Car insurance, this is a sinking fund, and even though it's not due, it is essential for me. So I'm going to go ahead and cover everything under transportation, really. So it's $32.25. AAA is $11.40. Gasoline, $200. Car maintenance, $50. And I'm slowly building up my car deductible fund. I'll leave that alone for now. Next are going to be my subscriptions. So I'm going to cover Spotify, Netflix, and I'm saving up for my YNAB. That's due 2024. So before the price increase, I bought myself 2 gift cards that kind of locked in the price for my YNAB for 2 years. My birthday is coming up, so I was wondering if I should ask my boyfriend for just another year of YNAB as a present. That way I wouldn't have to worry about this. But no, I think I'm going to ask for something else. But it's so crazy how, when I really think about it, if I had to pay the full new amount, it's like $10 a month. That's as much as my, and I feel like it's a lot of money for a budgeting app, but it's as much as my Planet Fitness membership, and I don't even use my Planet Fitness membership, so I should really go and cancel that. It's less than my Netflix, and I use YNAB pretty much on a weekly basis. I don't go into it every single day because I don't spend every single day, but 4, 5 out of 7 days, I'll look at my budget. And so it may seem like a lot, but when I compare it to my other expenses, we're all right. We're all right. So that's that for subscriptions. And then I'm gonna go this month. This is a goal of mine this month, to go to Planet Fitness and cancel it because my knees are getting old. I mean, my knees are starting to hurt. Okay, I'm getting old. I needed a prescription for high dose vitamin D. Okay, my bones aren't getting any younger, and my exercise of choice lately has been to just walk outside for like an hour and a half, and a few, like a mile away or so, there's a big trail that I can walk, so I can walk to the trail. I don't even have to drive there, and I've been loving it. I've done it twice this week, and it's very easy. I live in a walkable place basically, and that right now is my exercise of choice because these bones, I don't know, I need to build up my stamina so that I can start running again and I don't hurt myself. But all that to say that I'm gonna cancel this Planet Fitness membership. Yeah, so I'm gonna add $250 for family support. Phone is going to be $104 hopefully again. Electronics is $60. And that's pretty much it. So I have $130.99 left. I'm just gonna go ahead and add that to my rent category if that's the case. 130. Just fund the most important part. Well, the most important part really should be investing. Pay yourself first. But I kind of already did that with my 457B. I'll focus on my brokerage and my I bonds next month, and I'm gonna edit this because right now I'm putting $260 into my brokerage every month, and I set up auto pay with a $260. So if I wouldn't have set up auto pay into my brokerage, I definitely would not be putting this much into it. I'm just too lazy to go back in, log in, and cancel it. So I'm gonna stick to pay myself first. As you can see, I don't like to cancel things that are out of my way. So we're gonna go ahead and keep doing that. With my reports, let's see how we're doing this month so far. That's a lot of money. $3,160 spent. What have I? So there's payroll deductions. A lot of it's an investment. 160 into brokerage. Wait, so that 160, I forgot that on the 15th, I have another $100 coming out of my brokerage and another $100 coming out of my I bonds. So this is half and half. So let's just make sure that I'm covered for that. I'm pretty sure I am for the month of October. Brokerage. Okay, so I have enough for that auto deduction on the 15th. This is the 1st and 15th. I have $100 to cover my iBonds auto deduction. Roth is fully funded, so I just labeled it 2023. Yep, I think we are good and set to go. I do have this overspent category that I have to review. If anything, I'll just take the extra money that I put into my rent category in November to cover that. And then, but I think it has to do with an expense that I think it has to do with, when you pay but you get reimbursed. I think it has to do with that. And I have like 17 transactions to approve still, but I'll do that off camera because that's me time. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.